All right. Shalom, y'all. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom. As you could tell by the title of the show, um, talking about our training today down here in Straitway, Florida, um, with Brother Gideon. And it went very well. Definitely very educational. Um, he packed a whole bunch into a short period of time. I mean, it went great. Um, and and what's awesome about it is you not only learn you're not only learning what you're being taught, and like I said, we were just training on home defense and everything like that. But you're not only learning about what's being taught, you're also learning about yourself, your limitations, your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? One of the things Brother Gideon uh, did with us is, and it's understandable. He put us under pressure and trained us under pressure because if you're going to have to defend your home, you're going to be under pressure. So he definitely ramped it up. Of course, there were people who couldn't hack it. Uh, you know, Brother Gideon is. If you saw the live he did with me a couple days ago, man, he's very experienced in what he does, and you really when you get put under pressure, it really you can't hide what you're made of. And I know for me, I know like one of my things. Sometimes I can be slow picking stuff up, But like I said, when you're in a pressure situation, something that I was taught that Brother Rob Mathis had taught us was reps, mental repetitions. So when when we're getting trained out there, Brother Gideon's training us, you know, I'm going through the stuff in my mind. And when there's free time or when somebody else is doing something, I'm going through what they're doing. So I'm watching them do whatever Brother Gideon asks us to do because, like I said, we go in lines, and I'm just focused on the task that we need to learn. Um, Emotional people wrestle with this because a lot of people are too deep in their emotions to focus on what's being trained or what they're being taught when you're put in a stress condition. And they just, some of those people couldn't hack it. Uh, he was throwing people out the class left and right. Um, my arms feel like spaghetti. See, I could do the wave real easy now because that's what my arms feel like. That's one of the things I saw is that hey, I need to get in better shape. Definitely need to practice. And you know, a lot more, and we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get after this thing. We're gonna get this thing mastered. But we definitely got showed a lot and learned a lot. And it was awesome, and not just on a tactical level, but on a spiritual level also. We saw what a lot of people are made of. I saw what I was made of. Um, but yeah, it was awesome training. Um, some of the stuff, there were people there who weren't familiar with the platform we were using, which is um, we're using airsoft AR-15s. Hold on, I got one here. I'll show. Well, shoot, they told me you can't be handling weapons on live video, so I ain't gonna show you. But anyway, it looks like a real one. But to my amazement, a lot of people weren't familiar with it. Now, one person, it was understandable because he's relatively new to the ministry, but some of the other people, you could only attribute it to stubbornness when pastors always telling people, protect yourself, protect. If you love your loved ones, protect them. Blah blah blah. Why wouldn't you have something to protect your family? Because, like I said, you can, or like Pastor said, you can't choose the time somebody gonna come and do something wicked. Um, so that kind of bothered me a little bit. That people don't have the integrity to take the initiative to follow the instruction laid out by a pastor and everything like that. But anyway, what Brother Gideon did is went through a bunch of different scenarios and tactics or whatever for home defense with us, and that was a good part of the day. Then the last part of the day, we actually implemented them under fire. Like I said, we getting shot at by with these little plastic pellets. And the guy at the airsoft arena said, "Oh yeah, they feel like bee stings." It was like they feel like them big old Chinese wasp beetles or something. Them big ass bees that come from China or something that's killing everything. Them ninja bees. Yeah, but we got to implement our everything we had been trained on with force on force training. So we would position people. He would position people in some different places, and we would go in and look. If you weren't doing what you were trained to do, you'd learn, boy. You could take all the Adderall and Ritalin and ADHD medication you want if you got a learning disability. But I tell you what, when you start getting shot with them little pellets, any type of learning disability goes away and you are locked in and learning anything that's being said to stop that pain. So yeah, we did it under fire. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I was screwing up the first time I went. Um, but I bet I learned quick after that. You know what I'm saying? It was real, but it really solidified everything he was taking us through the whole day. It's literally like a Karate Kid. You know what I'm saying? We was painting the fence all day, and then he put it on us. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I really can't say enough of you know how beneficial it was. And then at the end of the day, when everything had concluded, he uh he closed it with tied it in spiritually. Because what you gotta remember, Brother Gideon does this all the time with a lot of different people. So hold on one sec. All right. He does this all the time with a lot of different people. And you know, if you um what he's able to do is he's able to discern the spirit on people and what's holding them back or if they're being held back and why they're struggling. And there were people there, man. He discerned the spirits on them and what they were wrestling with and like hit it right on the head, you know. Even with myself, you know. Uh so that was a priceless part of the whole experience, the whole situation. Um and like I had told the brothers there, because it's all us brothers. I told a lot of brothers, we got some brothers they're soft. They're emotional. And what happens when you're in a high stress environment, your emotions get the best of you and you're not able to focus on the task at hand. So you get exposed. So we have a lot of sensitive, emotional brothers that need to deal with that if they so choose. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're gonna get emotional, but people have to learn how to stay locked in and focus. And it's the same thing spiritually because something Gideon told me that was so tight, so right, so on point. He was saying a weak brother is susceptible to Satan's attacks. Satan can use them against you or against your community, against everybody. And you can't be that weak emotional brother, spiritually or literally. It has the same implications. And that lesson there is just so priceless. And you have some people, they're going to take it, they're going to get better, they're going to learn from it. And you got other people that are full of pride, and they're going to just be like, oh, yeah, whatever. They'll make a joke about it and keep on going down the same contrary path that they've been going down. um, like I said, I know I learned a lot about things I need to work on, and I saw a lot of weaknesses in myself. uh, Gideon saw a lot, in me. Um, but hey, that's a blessing. That's correction. You take that, you learn from it. That's what real men do. That's what a soldier's gonna do. And those types of brothers are the brothers who got through the thing and really grew from it. But the thing is, those are the type of people you should want around you. One of the things me and Gideon talked about afterwards was just he was talking about one of the things that fuels his passion of doing what he does, training people up on how to protect themselves and everything, is the innocent, the young children. You know what I'm saying? That's who you got to think about. A lot of people out here are selfish. A lot. What I learned today, like a lot of people are just selfish, and they don't even hear what pastor's saying. They don't realize what pastor's saying is for their own good, for the good of their children, they future generations. All they're not seeing that. A lot of people in their feelings, they don't like the way stuff's being said, this, that, and the other. Man, kick rocks, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know the brothers that are in my home assembly in this house here, they did pretty good. I thought they did, but we all of us know we have stuff to work on, and we look forward to working on it. You know what I'm saying? But it was good, and you know, even though look, it damn sure was an actual combat, but I mean the fact that like when you getting hit and it hurts, and I mean them things hurt, then because at first I was getting hit and I wasn't doing what I was trained to do, and I noticed like it solidifies immediately once you become aware. Hey, this is why they were training you up to do this. Why he was training you in that fashion? Told you make sure you get that angle and this, that, and other. You know what I'm saying? So and all that carries right in to the Most High Yah's word, to His truth, where just like we were trained today, we were learning all the fundamental stuff. And then we went out there and we got tested on it. And it's the same thing spiritually. You learn the fundamental stuff, but a lot of times when we come under fire, like me, when I came under fire initially, all my training went out my head. And I'm just sitting there, messed up. Well, then he reminded me, remember your training. And I'm paraphrasing. It didn't, trust me, it was a lot more intense than that. You know what I'm saying? But I was told, remember what you were trained to do, you know? And some of the stuff I couldn't remember. So Gideon would tell me, hey, go in there, boom. And I do what he said, and it works. And then it really registers in so deep. You know what I'm saying? But what I saw with a lot of people is their emotions block them from learning. So you put them under stress, and they're emotional people, and then they can't think, and they can't figure out how to do what they're being told. You see what I'm saying? That I felt like that was one of the major issues there. Um, but I like, man, I'm about that type of stuff, really pushing my limits and stuff like that. I'm with it. But it was good, man, and definitely I can say myself after today, those 5 hours we were there, I am a whole nother level. I'm on a whole nother level with all my training. But we're gonna make it stick. We're gonna weekly or more. We're going to work on this thing and get it solidified. But it was, man, it was an awesome experience. And who else is out here doing this? You know, name one of these silly ass assemblies out here that even care if your family is protected at home. You don't see it. You don't see it. And when I say you don't see it, I didn't see it, and I can say that because I've been out there. I didn't see what's out there to offer, and at best, is a bunch of YouTube videos. That's it. So, anyway, y'all, I haven't eaten all day, so I'm about to eat these grapes and drink this smoothie. And appreciate all y'all tuning in. I am going to wrap it up for the day. And I'm Michael Israel. You watch Spiritual Combat, Straitway, Florida. Shalom, shalom.